Christion Willett here, the voice of my generation. Today we're going to be talking about the situation that you're in. You're not stuck. You can get out of it. You can make it through. And we're going to just talk about some tips and some things I went through in my life that helped me get out of some dark situations. So make sure that you like and subscribe so that we can help change 1 billion lives. I hope you are loving the new merch that I got on. Listen, I need you to go to my website. And if you want to go and buy a hoodie like this, I got black, I got blue, I got gray, I got yellow. Make sure that you give a donation. Tell me your size and color you want, and I'm going to send it to you. And you might get a special gift too. So just look out for it. All right, let's get straight into it. The situation that you're in right now does not dictate the situation that you're going to be in for the rest of your life. The situation that you're in today does not dictate the situation you're going to be in tomorrow. I promise you, sometimes we can be so stuck, and sometimes we can be so hurt, and sometimes we think that the things that we're going through, we just stuck right there forever. But I promise you, there is better days to come. But first, you got to believe that. And then second, you got to take the necessary steps to get out your situation. And so that's what I want to talk about today. I want to talk about some situations that I was in and I felt so stuck and I didn't know the next step. I didn't know how to get out of it. But I promise you, I want to give you tips. So if you stuck right now, if you feel hurt right now, you can get out of your situation. And so the first thing that I want to talk about is going through my life. I remember I was in a situation where I had left college. I didn't know what I was going to do. I wasn't playing football anymore. I didn't have any opportunities. I didn't know what I was going to do. And I promise you, I felt so stuck. I felt so lost. I felt like my life was just in shambles. And I remember I started hanging out with my friends and we just started to fall into things that we normally wouldn't do. We start to get involved in activities that will get you locked up in jail for your life that we normally never got into. But I was so stuck. I didn't know where I was going to get money. I didn't know what I was going to do with my life. I feel like this was the only thing for me to do while I was stuck so I could just get some money or do a couple things that might get me just in a better situation. But that's the first mistake that I made. Because I'm hurt, because I needed something, you can't run to the things that's going to kill you. You can't run to the things that's going to allow you to suffer. I had to suffer. I was suffering trying to figure out who I was. I was suffering trying to figure out, what I was going to do with my life. But me running to drugs, running to crime, running to the streets, that was the worst decision I could have made. I could have lost my life. I could have lost everything. So the first tip I want to give you whenever you're going through a hard situation, don't run to the negative. Don't make the situation worse. Don't tell yourself that you can't get out of it. Don't run to the friends that you know gonna tell you, yeah, man, we can go do this. Don't run to the fast money. Don't run to the drugs. Don't run to the sex. Don't run to the things in your life that's easy, but you know it's gonna make you feel worse. And that was a problem I struggled with. I would go run to these things because in the moment you feel good, you feel comfort. Oh, I'm going to give me some money. Oh, I'm in this relationship. But in the end, you're going to feel empty. So don't run to those things. The second thing that helped me out that situation was that you got to have hope and you got to believe in yourself through those dark moments. I know it's practical. I know everybody say believe, but no, listen, when I say really believe in yourself, I mean, you really got to make a plan to believe in yourself. When you believe in yourself, that comes with a plan. You got to tell yourself, these are the steps I'm going to take. These are the people that I'm going to hang with. These are the people I'm going to reach out to for help. That's really believing in yourself. Just telling yourself in the mirror, I believe in myself. That's not believing in yourself. Believing in yourself is about action. Believing in yourself is about looking forward. Figure out what can I do next that's going to better my life, not hurt my life. What's the next level that I want to get to? Who the people I need to be around? Who I need to reach out to? That's believing in yourself, putting yourself in a better position so that you could be successful. So that's the next thing I had to do. I had to leave behind all the streets. I had to leave behind some of the friends I was with because I knew I had to better myself. I had to take a new opportunity. So I never forget, I started going back to my high school. I started helping. I started giving back. I started help coaching. I started mentoring. And that's how I bettered myself because I put myself in a situation where I actually was believing in myself and helping people, help changing lives. And that's how I started to better my situation because I was helping other people, because I was putting myself in position to do good work. And when you put yourself in position to do God's work, He's going to help you. So while I'm doing it, a coach comes up to my high school and he said, man, who is this guy right here? Is he a former player? He looks huge. He looks, let me have a conversation with him. And I told him how, man, I lost my scholarship. I'm looking for a new opportunity. I didn't know what I was going to do. That man gave me a full scholarship that day. He offered me a scholarship right then and there. And it's because I put myself in a position. I believed in myself. I just didn't mope. You can't sit around and mope and just think this is going to be it forever. You got to believe in yourself and put yourself in position. And that's how I got out of my situation. And the third thing is execute. When you get your opportunity, make the best of it. Don't just sit around and think it's over. Don't just sit around and just think you can't do nothing, or you moping, or you ain't trying to do nothing with your life. No, look for a better opportunity. Take advantage of your opportunities. It might be small. The smallest opportunity will turn into a giant opportunity once you keep pushing and believing. Believe that it's going to grow into something. Believe that it's going to be bigger. Believe that it's really going to amount to some real success. You can't just think big all the time. You got to start small and then work your way up and then have this big vision and expand it. But you can't just think big and think, oh, that's right there, day one. No, it's going to take time for you to grow. I want you to think big. I want you to believe in your dreams. I want you to have big goals, big dreams. But you got to start small and you got to work your way up, right? When you climbing a ladder, you got to climb it one step at a time. You can't be it's going to be hard trying to climb a ladder, taking 3 or 4 steps at a time. It's hard to climb some stairs, taking 5 steps at a time. No, just take 1 step at a time. And it takes time. It's a process. But that's how I changed my life. Just one day at a time, believing I could get better. One day at a time, taking action. One day at a time, putting myself in better situations, in the right situation, reaching out to the right people. Listen, I hope this video helped. Those are some of the things that I did for my life, to how I kind of started to turn my situation around. And I hope that those things can help you too. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you love the video. I hope that this really helped you. Please make sure you share, subscribe, comment, like. Somebody might need this. Somebody needs this message, and somebody needs your voice. Somebody needs your help. Listen, make sure you check out my website so that you can get a hoodie donation. Listen, if you donate to buy a hoodie, tell me your size, tell me what color you want, and I promise that I'll get it to you. And this donation is going towards helping changing lives, helping change my generation. This donation is going towards my vision and my goals. Christion Willett, the voice of my generation.